Welcome back, guys, to This or Therapy, a show where I talk about whatever the hell I want to because it's my show and that's how it's done. I'm your host, Chris Mack, and today's topic we are talking about this new reality show that I'm watching. Well, it's not a new show, it's a new show to me. It's called MILF Manor. Now, it's a dating reality show. Basically, the premise of the show is these women who are older, MILFs, come to, some vacation destination where they try to date. And the premise of the show is basically women from their mid 40s to, late or mid 50s. They're dating young men. Basically, they're trying to find young men. The twist of the show is that the women that come to the island, their sons actually come with them, and basically, their sons are there in the dating manor with them, and they're trying to date the other women that are there. So basically, it's your son dates my son kind of thing. Now they're not set up, but it's basically just kind of a bring them all together, see what happens. But I'm only a few episodes in to the first season, and I gotta say it's interesting. Some of the things that I'm seeing in this show. I mean, of course, it's a reality show, so most of it's scripted and set up and things of that nature. But even in the scripted stuff, scripted stuff aside, really, you can definitely tell there's definitely some behaviors that are just natural that comes to certain people. I'm noticing that some of the women on the show, some of them are a little bit past their prime, and they don't know it. And I'm not, putting down anybody for their age or whatnot, but there are certain things that we are too old for, right? Like we know there's just certain things that are for younger people, no matter what. Like being drunk 24/7. That's not something that you should be doing in your 50s. Probably hurts your body a little bit more. You know what I mean? There's a woman on there. Her name is Kelly. She is like a party girl who never left the party. You know what I mean? Like she's pushing 60 and she's still acting like she's 21. And it's not cute. She's very loud. She's very aggressive. She's very like attention, all eyes on me kind of person. And it ain't cute. It's not even cute when a girl in her 20s does it, but you kind of let her get away with it because they're in their 20s and they're still, young, fertile, hot. But it's funny though. I'm seeing some of the things, like some of the women on there are, upset at some of the dudes because they're like, oh, he's not showing me enough attention. He's not really showing me that he wants me. He's not showing me the chase. And it's like, I ain't trying to be rude, but you're 50, like you're 50. You don't get to have men chase you anymore. That's just, you lost that ability. You know what I mean? Like you had that ability when you were in your 20s, especially you don't get to have men chase you who are also in their 20s. You know what I mean? Like they're in their 20s. You're not going to have a 20-something-year-old dude chasing after a 50-something-year-old girl. That's just not, or woman, excuse me. That just don't happen. Like he may like you. He might try to pursue you, but he's not going to play the games that you play. You know what I mean? Like there's a woman right now who's like trying to play two dudes and, they both like her and they're both trying to pursue her. She clearly likes one, but won't admit it. And, she's like playing these games. She's like, I'm too old to be playing these games. It's like, you're playing them though. You're telling both dudes two different things. You're like, oh, I like you. I don't like this other guy. I like you, but I don't like this other guy. Like you're playing them both. You're playing the games. So clearly you're not too old. But the thing about it is like one of the guys asking for is honesty and she won't give it. So it's like, have you matured, But that's the thing of the game. It's like, you can't have guys chase you when you're 50. That's just, 20-year-old guys are going to chase 50-year-olds because you know who they're chasing? Other 20-something-year-olds. That's, what I mean? Like there's studies that show that men find women, their peak attractiveness between 18 to 24. Shout out to Leo, right? That's why Leo, as soon as they turn 25, he's like, see ya, kick rocks. You know what I mean? And it's not just like that's him, like that's his thing. Like not all men are like that. You know what I mean? Hell, most men don't even have the the ability to pull that off. Let's be honest. But if they did, maybe they would. Most men or some men, I don't know. But that's the thing. It's like men have seen women as attractive. Their most attractiveness from 18 to 24, right? So you're 50. You're well beyond that. Like men are not gonna be chasing you, and if they do, it's probably because they have like some mommy issues, some fetish shit, you know, I mean, things of that nature going on. But it's just funny that like these women, some of these women on the show, like they don't realize, you know, where they are at in life. They're still a little bit delusional, you know, maybe because they've had a few 20-year-olds, you know, sleep with them, but none of them are like in a relationship. So it's like you can tell the disconnect. It's like where they have, you know, like, oh, I sleep with 20-something-year-olds all the time. Yeah, you might, you know what I'm saying, have some sex. You know, 20-year-olds love sex. You know, when I was in my 20s, I slept with a few older women. Yeah. But did I ever date them? Did I ever commit to them? Hell no. You know what I mean? You're not going to get that in 20-something-year-olds. You can get all the D you want. You'll get lots of D. And it'll be good for your high libido. Because I know that women's libido goes up as they age, which is really messed up because your libido goes up and you're not even fertile anymore. Ain't that some kind of like cosmic joke, right? But yeah, and you're that, so that works for you and your older woman, your dates, and you're trying to get with 20-year-olds, but they're not gonna like 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna like commit to you and end up marrying you. And I think some of these women need to like understand that. That's the dynamic you get. You know what I mean? Like it's not the same for a man who's older dating a 20-something-year-old, because a woman in her 20s would probably marry a man in his 50s, because there's different things, right? Like men aren't looking for security in their 20s. Men aren't looking for, you know, provision in their security. They're not looking for any of that. Like some of them might have mommy and daddy issues. They'll keep it with you for a while because you're providing things, but eventually they are going to move on. But a woman will date a man in his 50s because there's security there, there's provisioning there, there's protection there. There's like so many more benefits there for them. You know what I mean? And it's not the same, right? And I'm not saying that age matters, right? Like if you're two consenting adults, 18 and above, right? If she's 50 and you're 18 and y'all find love and date each other, perfect. Or vice versa. If she's 18 and he's 50 and y'all find love, perfect. Nothing wrong with that. Not saying anything that's wrong with that, but just understand that men and women are different, and men and women date for different reasons. And 9 times out of 10, if you're a 50-year-old woman, you're not going to be able to keep a 20-something-year-old guy committed to you. It's just not going to happen. So it's really funny to see. There's some classy women on the show. There's definitely some women who, you know, very demure. You can tell they're mature. You know, they like men a little younger, but they understand where they are at in life. And it's refreshing to see the dynamic. So yes, it's scripted, but you can definitely see some naturalistic behaviors happening. Like I said, I'm only a few episodes in, so we'll see what it holds. I'm probably not going to talk about it again, but if you're not watching it, MILF Manor is on Max. Check it out. Let me know in the comments if you have watched the show, if you have seen it, what your, you know, take is on it. I would love to hear other people, you know, opinion on it, and see how y'all been feeling about watching it. Cool? All right. See you for the next one. Peace.